Hey guys, today I am here to film for you a chit chat get ready with me. I thought in this video I want to talk to you guys all about like my plans for the new year, New Year's resolutions, goals I want to accomplish, if I accomplished my goals that I set for myself in 2017. Just talk about the new year and just stuff. I feel like lately a lot of my videos have been reviews and things like that, and I haven't gone into like the nitty gritty. And stay tuned if you guys want to talk about the new year goals. I'd love to hear your guys' things down below, so if I ask any questions or anything, definitely talk to me in the comments and tell me what you guys plan to set for yourself in 2018. I know that for myself personally, when a new year changes over, something happens and I actually feel rejuvenated. I know it's just another day and that years passing don't really mean anything. I'm aware of that, but to me it feels like something's happening. Like as soon as it rolls over to the 1st, I'm filming this on the 26th, so if shit happens between now and then, hey, it's a surprise to me. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You guys see I already have my base done and my concealer. Right now I'm currently in the middle of testing out the Kylie Cosmetics concealers in comparison with the ColourPop No Filter concealer. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on that, I believe the video will be coming next. Yes, should be next. I have big plans for this next year. I really feel like it's gonna be a knockout year. I really hope so. I'm also filming my favorites of 2017 and my least favorite makeup of 2017 today. So that's the makeup I'm actually gonna be using on my face today. I'm not gonna go through all the products heavily, but I will have them all linked down below. If I don't mention them, they'll all be down there. And I'm not using Subculture as a mirror. Oh my God, can you believe it? Welcome 2018. Again, it is not yet, so it feels really weird to be talking about this as if it's in the current time when it's not. It feels real weird actually. Feels like I'm a liar, and I am a little bit. But how weird is it that 2018 is here? I cannot believe that it's actually here and that 2017 is already gone. But 2017 was a big year for me. I don't know about you guys, career-wise, if I'm talking about like YouTube and things like that. As you guys know, or maybe you don't know if you're relatively new to me, I was working full-time at a veterinary hospital. I just started going full-time in YouTube in January of 2017. So this became my full-time gig this year. And for the first few months of the year, it wasn't going all that well. And you know, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't feel like I had my place on YouTube, and I didn't know exactly what my plans were. But I just knew that I loved doing it. And I knew that if I spent more time doing it, I could possibly make it into, I'm gonna call it a career, because as much as people want to joke about that YouTube's not a real job, I have had more success financially and in my own personal self on YouTube than I've ever had in any job that I've ever had in my life. So people want to discount it and say it's not a job, but I can attest to you that you work hard enough and it absolutely can be, and it feels unreal and it doesn't feel like a job because it's too good to be true. What did I accomplish in 2017? Well, when I started off 2017, I'm just going to talk about YouTube for a minute. I had probably 60,000 subscribers, 70, I'm not 100% sure. And it was growing slow. Like I'm talking, 40 people a day, maybe, sometimes less than that. Some days it was negative. So I went through this slump on my YouTube channel where every time I would upload a video, I would lose like 200 subscribers. It was insane. Like my projection was like, in 5 years, you'll have 0 subscribers. I'm like, cool. I got really down in the dumps about it. Then the Jaclyn Hill palette came out and I did a review on that. And I wasn't really a review channel before that. I like doing reviews, I just didn't think to really do them. It was like a cascading thing from there. People just stayed, and you may be one of those people. So if you came from the Jaclyn video, please let me know, because a lot of you guys did. It's funny because I believe I did that video in July. I may be wrong there. It went insane. So I went from like 60,000 followers to where we're at now, 250,000 people, and I am baffled by it. Some people are like, my dad was asking me yesterday or the day before, he was like, what happened, dude? Where did they come from? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not questioning it. I'm happy about it. I just can't believe it to be real. So thank you guys all so much. You don't know it when you do it, but each one of you that subscribes and watches, that is literally life-changing. It sounds so stupid in a way, but like, it's not. I don't know about those brows. They're kind of weird. They're real weird, aren't they? So goals I set for myself, I don't know if I did like talked about my New Year's resolution last year. I know that I said that this year I wanted to grow my YouTube channel. Like that was my big thing. I wanted to grow my YouTube channel. And I feel like I did achieve that goal. Now am I at 1 million subscribers? No. What the hell is happening here? 2018. So I'm going to be signing with a management team, and I think that's going to be such an amazing thing. Obviously, improving content and stuff like that is like one big step that I feel like most people want to achieve. I want to collaborate with brands. I want to do like brand collabs. I have so many things I want to do. Like, whereas other people have moved on and they're moving on to their own ventures, I feel like I'm a little bit behind in that. This is my next year. And so I hope that that's the case. I hope that things fall into place and everything, you know, works out. And I think it will, because it's all about hard work and how much you put in. And I truly believe that. And when something's not working, you switch it up and make it work. I want to fix my house this year. That is a goal, and it will get done. Like, we're going to remodel our kitchen and our bathrooms, because our house is built in the 20s. I mean, it's 1920s. You guys have seen it in recent vlogs. That kitchen, I will not go another year with that kitchen. This is the last year. Goodbye 1920s kitchen. Hello, new kitchen. It'll make me want to cook more in it. I absolutely despise cooking in this little kitchen because it's so close quartered. It's just, you would know if you lived here. Oh my God. This is a personal goal of mine that I swear I need to do this. Help me. I need to learn how to live out of a planner. My life is so last minute with everything. I'm one of those people that I'm like, shit, that's due today. I'm that type of person, and I can't be that anymore. I need to have my schedule set. I need things scheduled on a timeline, and I can't live out of a planner. I bought an Erin Condren life planner last year, and I was like, I'm gonna be a planner ass bitch. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna live out of a planner. I'm gonna be one of those girls. And I was so excited. I was like, meet the new me. Okay, well, I would sit down with my planner and write everything in it, okay? Do you think I'd ever look at my planner? I couldn't remember to look in the planner, so I'd be like, perfect, everything's written in there, so I'll never forget something again. True, if you remember to look in it, I won't remember to look in it, and so like a week or two would go by and I'd be like, oh shit, I need to check my planner. Would check it. All the things I was already supposed to do, I did, but like, I did it without the planner, so but I want to be one of those people that like has my life organized, and I hate that I'm not. I'm organized in my mind in some ways, and I'd set everything in my phone, but I want to have it like tangible, written down, and I feel like I need a planner to remember to look into my damn planner. But that's one thing I need. I need organization. I need to make sure that I organize my tax stuff throughout the year. What is wrong with me? Why can't I do it? I am now going to be 30, and I feel like I just need to buckle down and learn how to get my stuff together, because right now, oh my God, I am the actual worst. And that's one thing that this management company is going to help me with, is they said that they're like on it as far as scheduling, and hopefully their being on it makes me also on it, because right now I am so not on it. I am the type of person that's like, oh fuck, I forgot to email that guy back from 16 years ago. In 2017, I said I wanted to lose weight, and that is one thing that I have done this year. I'm shocked about it. I've been saying that every year for like, oh, I don't know, actually 16 years. I don't know why. And this is the first time I've actually achieved a goal. I literally was like, I want to lose weight this year, and this is going to be the real time. And if you guys go back on my channel, you can see every year at the turn of the new year, I'm like, I'm going to lose weight this year. And then I never did. And this year I actually did. I lost over 40 pounds. So in the new year, my goal is to lose the remaining amount that I need to do with no time frame in which to do it. I think that not setting a time frame is really nice, but no time frame in which to do it. I just want to do it in this year. When I get down at least, I'd say I'd like to get to around 135 pounds or 140. So it's about another 20 to 25 pounds. I also want to eat more veggies and be less hard on myself. I'm very hard on myself. I'd love to know what your guys' resolutions are. I don't write them all down and make myself stick so heavily to them. I do hold myself to them in a way, but they're more my personal goals. Like, they're not something that I'm like, must accomplish this in 2018 or else I failed. And I remember this thing I watched once, and it was somebody, and they were talking about how when you have personal goals, as soon as you say them out loud, you feel that you've completed them in your head. I've gotten past this point, so this doesn't happen to me anymore. But I do believe this to be true. So once you tell everyone your personal goal, like some people, they'll be like, hey guys, I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of weight, and I'm gonna look amazing, and I'm also gonna start a business, and it's gonna be the most amazing business I've ever had in my entire life. I will be successful. Some people say those things, and in their mind, when they've said it, subconsciously, they feel like they've already achieved it, and they don't work as hard towards that goal unknowingly, because in their mind they feel like they've already accomplished that goal. And that is, from what I understand, I don't know if it's proven to be true or if they just assume it to be true. I heard that a long time ago. And so I tend not to talk about my goals all that much because I do find that the less I talk about them and the more I just do them, the better they are. And then like I find that with weight loss too. If I'm like, I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight, I'm going on a diet, everyone, and then I kind of screw it off. I find that when I don't talk about it too much and I just do it, I'm like, hey, I just lost 20 pounds. And then I've set that goal for myself in my mind, and then I just do it without telling anyone. So did I just screw myself over by saying all this on camera? We'll see in 2019, won't we? I really feel like 2018 is going to be an excellent year. I don't know why, I just have that feeling. You know when you just get it in your gut? I'm not like a superstitious person or anything. I don't really believe in any of that. I just think that actually 2017 was one of my best years so far. I just feel like I've become so comfortable with myself now. Okay, I'll get real for a second. I used to be that bitch who felt really insecure about like friendships and things like that. Like I always felt like I needed to please everyone, and I still have some of this. It hasn't fully gone away yet, but I'm working on it and it's definitely getting better. I felt like I needed to please everyone and have everybody happy with me at all times, and again, we've talked about this recently, like I always like it when people like me. And that's still a thing, but that has been one of my biggest accomplishments, is that is literally cut down by like half. It used to be so bad. I used to be the most insecure person, and I felt like I couldn't ask people to be friends, and I couldn't just reach out to people if I wanted to. And now that is gone. Like if there's a video on my channel, I was thinking about this the other day. I didn't actually watch it. Maybe I will one of these days and see. But there's a video on my channel, and it's like talking about social anxiety, and it was the first YouTube event I was ever going to go to, and it was Generation Beauty LA. But this was literally years ago. I remember being like, I can't go. I'm going to be alone. People are gonna think it's weird. And I remember having a great time, and it wasn't weird, and it ended up being so much better than I thought. But I remember in that moment, I felt so like unsure of myself. I felt like I couldn't like reach out to people or brands or talk to people, and I felt like I didn't know what to do, and I felt like that inconvenient friend. I don't know if you've ever been that person. I don't know where this came from, by the way. Like it just started out of nowhere. I felt like nobody likes me, and I'm such a loser, and I had that for a really long time, and that has all but pretty much gone frickin' away. Like I literally do not give 10 shits now at all. Like fucking think I'm a loser, who cares? But I remember that was like such a big thing, and now I like will reach out to people and be like, hey, wanna hang out? I was never that person before. I always felt like inconveniencing them, or like I don't know what that is. That it's just like this weird deep-seated thing. I talked about this in my video about like, does everyone hate me, that I talked about not that long ago, maybe like 3 videos ago. And that is something that I have gotten much better at this year, and I want to be fully gone by the end of next year. Like I want that whole bit of me to go completely away. It's the more confident I'm getting, the older I get, the more I realize that like none of that stuff matters, and the most important people and things in my life are Zach, Avery, my dad, my sister, my family. That's it. Mad Eye, that's it. Everything else, like you guys are all really important, but at the end of the day, the people I reach for in an emergency or when I have an issue is them, and they're the most important people, and so they're the opinions I care about. But even that, with a grain of salt. Like I know who I am and who I want to be and all that stuff. And yeah, that went off on a weird tangent, but my life goal is just to be a better version of myself. And I have heard from literally everyone that the 30s are like everyone's favorite, and that makes me really happy. I know that this was kind of more of a laid back video where I didn't talk about all that much, but I just kind of wanted to know everyone's goals and plans. And do you feel like setting yourself New Year's resolutions helps you, or does it hinder you? Or do you feel like you end up accomplishing them, or is it just one more thing that you feel like you let yourself down on? I do find that I don't set myself goals, but I do set myself mini goals. Like I do set them, but I more or less set myself things that I know I'm going to achieve because they're attainable. Like I want to become more successful. Like kind of broad things. And then I can say everyone has their own definition of what that success may be. So for me, when I say like I want to become more successful in the business sense in 2018, to me I know what that means in my mind, like what success equates as. And for me, I want to reach those goals. And I know that work is just that, it's work, like it's not everything. But I do find that I am the Japanese have a term, I heard this on the Great British Bake Off from Kimberly actually, And I didn't know there was a term for it, but the Japanese call it Kaizen, I think. But it's basically like the constant and continuous need for improvement. And I do find that I'm one of those people, like I reach a goal, but it's never the big enough goal. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean there, but I get to a point where I never feel fully satisfied. And that's why I always say to myself, and this is helpful for me to know, that I'm never going to be good enough for myself. And that's not a negative thing. That's just to say, it's okay to continue to strive for more, but I always wondered if people like get to a certain point where they actually feel successful and where they actually feel like they've done enough. And I actually don't know if that is the case, because I do know people, like I have friends who I feel like if that were me, I would just be so happy. And they're like, yeah, no, but money doesn't buy happiness. And I'm like, what is that? Like, what does then? What is true happiness? And I want to come to the understanding that money isn't that, because I always sometimes sit here and I think like, okay, well, once I get X amount of dollars per month, then I'm gonna be happy. And now I've surpassed what my goal was for that. And now I'm like, oh, but now when I get X amount of dollars, then I'm gonna be happy. And it's like, is there gonna be a certain number that it gets to where I am, where I don't constantly seek continuous improvement? Or is there a point now where it's always gonna be that continuous striving for more? I always wonder if that's the case. Like, people who are out there, like who are billionaires, like what is it then? Because it's not money anymore. They have to move on to something else. And so I am always like, once I can fix my house, I'm gonna be happy. And then I'm not, because I'm sure once I fix my house and be like, okay, well now I need to work on this. And I guess that's a good thing, that keeps you having a purpose and something to strive for. Because I guess if you get to an ultimate point where you have everything you need and there is no more purpose, then what? I know this got really deep. This got really deep really fast. But this is all stuff that I always wonder, like, is there ever going to be a good enough for me? Like, is every year my next goal going to be something bigger and bigger and bigger? And I guess that's what it becomes. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I wish I knew the answer. I just go day to day. I'm happy. I guess that's one thing to note. I am incredibly happy that even though I haven't met my goals, I live with a happy feeling. Like I love my husband so much. Like that is one thing that's like my favorite part about growing up, is that in my 20s, I was just like confused and I didn't know, you know, what it was going to be like when I was older. And I just didn't know anything. I just felt like I felt like I knew totally who I was and everything I wanted. And then now that I look back on that person, I'm like, bitch, you knew nothing about anything. And I know when I'm 40, I'll be saying the same thing about 30-year-old me. I know I will. And I don't know what the future is of the internet, and I don't know what is to bring, but I know I love my husband and I love my family and I love what we have, and that is the most important thing to me. And if this got off on the fucking weirdest tangent. Like, I have done chatty videos. I don't really know what I'm saying. I say that sometimes. I'm like, you guys, this is a different video today. It's a chit chat, get ready with me. It's like, bitch, that's not different. You literally chit chat in every single video. Please. I don't know. I just like talking to you guys. I love deep conversations. I know some people don't like to have them and don't like to bring that stuff onto their YouTube channel because they want to keep their personal life completely separate from their business life. And where I totally understand that, I also find that as a viewer of YouTube, I love it when people talk to me like this. Like, this is my favorite type of video to watch. I will choose a video like this any time of day over a beauty video. I don't know. I just love them. I just love them so much. I think they're so great. Well, this was such a weird video. I don't know if I even made any sense or if I even finished any topics. I feel like I just moved on from one topic to the next without actually finishing a thought here and there. It's the Red Bull, okay? I'm blaming the Red Bull. Well, I guess that's really it. I feel like I literally didn't say anything in this video, but I just want to chat with you guys. You know, it's the beginning of the year and it is the first video of the year, and for this to be my first video, we came in with a bang, let me tell you that. Lots of random rambles. But I just find that sitting down and talking and, you know, letting your emotions out, I feel like we need more of that this year. I want to get to know bigger influencers and YouTubers and personalities. And I think that that's a big goal that I want to see on YouTube this year. Now, I love the big YouTubers. And a lot of people have different mindsets on this, and this is my current mindset. Some people feel the need to keep the industry or their own personal profession to themselves. And where I understand that in certain ways, like I always see people and they're like, I learned this, so you should have to learn the hard way too. And sometimes I understand that logic. I do understand that, like, when other people become more successful in your industry, that it drives down the industry in a way, because the more people you have in it, the less exclusive it is in a way. But I also look at it like this. Lighting someone else's flame does not dim yours. And that is something I find to be so true. And so there has been some things that have gone on in the community with drama channels and beauty channels and things like that in the last week, which of course, as I'm filming this, it's very relevant because today is the 26th and this has just gone down in the last few days. And the beauty community banded together in the most beautiful way to support an anti-bullying, anti-smear campaign against somebody. And I find what happened in the beauty community, where everybody came together for the common good, and I saw people that maybe don't love each other, maybe don't like each other, maybe don't even respect each other, put down their differences and come together for the common good. And oh my God, if that wasn't a beautiful sight to see. And that is what I want to see this year. We all can succeed in the beauty industry. We all can. It doesn't have to be the beauty industry. YouTube. In our own fields, if you work in dentistry, you can all succeed. There doesn't have to be this fight against one another. And I think that's where the beauty comes in. I can have a successful channel and you can also have one. Me having subscribers doesn't take away your subscribers. And we all start accepting that we can all succeed without feeling like it's going to ruin you when someone else does. Like, that is one thing. I used to always be jealous of other people and their successes and feel like, well, why do they have that and not me? We can both have it. You just have to work towards it. And I find that that's what I want to see. I want to see people lifting each other up in 2018. I want to see people not being competitive with one another, but being an advocate for one another. And that's what I love. That's why I love to shout out smaller YouTube channels like on my Twitter and talk about other people on my YouTube channel, because there are people out there that work really, really hard and deserve more than they have. And I do feel like there will be a shift. And it doesn't mean that other people have to go down when that shift occurs. It just means that other people are going to be lifted up. And I think that that should be something to be celebrated. I think that brands need to start recognizing that there are a multitude of different people out there, people that are big and small, and we're all in different shapes and sizes and colors, and that is a beautiful thing. And I want that to be celebrated, recognized, and to know that honesty, it gets you everywhere. Everywhere. Honesty, honesty is the best policy. No, it literally is. And because I know I love YouTube. YouTube is like, besides being my job and my passion, it is like my place. I watch YouTube videos every single day. I literally love YouTube. I'm subscribed to hundreds of people. I'm constantly looking up new channels. I'm constantly looking through different things. There is a spot for everyone, and I'll tell you why. Because where you may feel like nobody would care what I had to say because there's other people out there doing it better than me, I felt the same way too, and I feel like I do have a place on YouTube. I want real people to come on and tell their real stories. And like, I found people, and it's so interesting, like you hear their story and you're like, oh my God, there's such a place for you, because where you may have a story, you may have like this very rare disease, or you may have a situation with your child that your child has a condition that you just feel like you need to talk about as a mother, or you are a man and you like to do makeup, or you're a man and you don't, and you have a skill, or you wanted to do something, you wanted to show something, or you're a gamer, or you have anything you're passionate about, like that stuff. Even if there are other gamers out there, even if there are other moms talking about their conditions out there, even if there are other people out there talking about what they find to be necessary, and you feel like the niche is already filled, you are wrong. And I'll tell you why you are wrong. Because when I was going through my infertility, shit's just getting deep right now. But when I was going through my infertility struggle in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those years right there, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. Those are the years that I was struggling with infertility. I was literally at a loss. I felt like I was completely alone and I didn't know where to go. I didn't have any friends that were having infertility issues. In fact, my friends weren't even trying for children, or in case they were having 500 children and they were like, oh my God, I'm so fertile. And I was like, cool, well, I can't have a baby. And all I wanted in my whole life was to be a mom. And if you followed me for a long time, you know that right now that is not the case anymore. I am completely 180'd. I actually don't even want children anymore. Maybe one day, but not right now. I'm really not in that space. I'm thankful for what had happened, because if my life would be completely different, and I'm very happy with the way my life is right now. Because what I don't want in the comments is people being like, have you tried this for infertility? I'm good. And yes, I probably have. But if those women that were struggling with infertility hadn't gone on YouTube and hadn't talked about their personal struggles and what they did to become mothers and how they dealt with not being able to get pregnant and how they emotionally handled everything, I would not be here today to talk to you all on my YouTube channel. I would never have created a YouTube channel. I would have never found support. I would have never found other like-minded people that literally helped me through the hardest time in my life. They actually did. I made friends in that community, lifelong friends. Marie, I know I'll have her as my friend forever. Marie was one of the women that helped me unknowingly through infertility struggles. I met her through the beauty of YouTube. And had Marie not started making videos, had all of those women said, there'll be somebody else out there who will do it, where would I be? I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel today. What would I be doing? I don't know. I have no idea. There's a reason for everything. And if you're feeling compelled and if you're feeling drawn towards wanting to do it, do it. Take the leap. Go out there and make a YouTube channel. And even if it's not with a great quality lighting and cameras and everything like that, doesn't matter. I started with my phone sitting up on a pile of books at my computer, uploading it directly, zero editing. It ebbs and it flows and it cascades, and you will get more advanced as time goes on, and you don't need to have all that stuff to worry about it in the future. Just know that little video you make of something that you feel passionate about, as long as it does come from a place of passion, trust me, you're not gonna make shit tons of money in the first few years on YouTube. You definitely can later on, but you will not initially. So if you're getting into it for fast cash, you're in the wrong business. There's so much to be learned on this beautiful site of YouTube. And that's why I say, if you have something to bring to the table, bring it, because we want to see it. And I am such an advocate for YouTube and for people to, I mean, it may be a place where we just share, minimal things, tips about makeup and things like that, but there's so much more to that. And for me, that is what YouTube is for me. I am a huge YouTube fan, and I know that I'm not going anywhere. So unless YouTube dies, which I surely hope it doesn't, know that 2018 is going to be the year of more content, better content. I'm excited for it. I feel like it's going to be a great year. All right, well, this is actually going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet. I love you guys so much. Happy 2018. I hope you guys are having a great time, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye. Bye. Oh, because I absolutely despise cooking, and I just spit everywhere. I just got eyelash glue all over my damn eyelid. All of this was done with like products from I just spit again. I'm talking at a million miles an hour because I ate so much Red Bull. I ate Red Bull. I just ate it like a pie. All right, good guys.